We are here at the wonderful Pilbergen Equestrian Center in the Netherlands. A wonderful good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you all to the FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final. It is the last day here, and we are about to start competition number 39. This is the big final, the Springreiter.de prize for the FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final for our ponies. The course set by Louis Königs with 2 combinations out on course, 1 treble and 1 double. As we welcome in our first competitor, we have 7 teams to come forward here, and it is a competition with one round. There will be a jump off in case of equality of penalties for the first round, and each team carries forward their best 3 scores of the first competition that was on Thursday into the final. Germany and Ireland, they are both sitting on 4 penalties, Great Britain on 6, the French team on 8, and then we have Sweden, Belgium and the Netherlands on 12 penalties each. As we welcome our first competitor, this is for Sweden, Willa Ollinger Axelsson out on course, and Willa rides Barra Valley Shadow. This pony 9 years of age, as they make their way over the first fence. Number 3, this big oxer, before they turn left-handed onto the diagonal. Now this really wide triple bar down into the treble combination. This is 5A, B and C, vertical, vertical, and then oxer. This is another distance, 6 to 7, oxer, vertical. And Willa clears it beautifully. She delivered already a wonderful clear round in the first competition. This big plank at 12, and then the last fence, number 13, and what a start for the Swedes. Great round completed from Willa Ollinger Axelsson and Barra Valley Shadow. 8 penalties it is in total, and the time 70.21. The pony riders, they are aged between 12 and 16 years. And they're here on this great stage on the last day of the FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final. As we welcome in the next one, and this is the first one out for Great Britain. It is Nora von Bülow with Elando van der Roshove, the next one to jump. This one, 17 years of age, it is a gelding. He's by Rebus G. Damsai here is Quickfeuer van Kökshof. And they finished both 5th at the European Championships. Actually, that was with Lucky Lisa. Nora von Bülow finished 5th in the children's division this year. As she carries forward her 4 penalties from the first round. Now clears this treble combination down to 6 and 7 the vertical now. Great Britain on a total team score of 6 at the moment, as sadly Nora picks up another penalty. The open water at 10 and then down to this vertical at 11 before a very short turn to this really big wall / plank, and they cross the finish line. The total 12 penalties, the time 75.93. Emma Gay-Le Breton is the next one to jump, ladies and gentlemen. She rides for France. Bad Boy du Beaumont is out on course. This wonderful 11-year-old pony, he's by Leopard de Mahout. Damsire here is Allegretto. And they were 6th individually at the Pony Europeans this year. They won the team silver medal with the French team. Superb success for this young combination. Beautiful pony this is, with a great attitude, as he tackled the big water tray at 10. What a performance! They deliver their second clear round. Emma Gay-Le Breton and Bad Boy du Beaumont, they come home double clear after the first and now the second final competition. So 8 penalties at the moment in total it is for the team of France. And ladies and gentlemen, as we got confused here with our graphics, it is now the turn of Nora van Bülow for Great Britain with Orlando van der Rosheuvel. This one, 17 years old, this gelding, he's by Rebus G. Damsire Hill Quickfire van Kirkshof, as she clears the treble combination in great style. Great Britain has a total team score of 6 after the first round. Nora, who carried forward 4 penalties and picks up another one here. And sadly also, as it seems, a foot in the water. That means 12 for her as she comes down to the last line. Jumps the oxer and comes home with 12 penalties. Time 75.42. Now we welcome in the first one to go for the team of Germany. This is Antonia Hessler out on course. And Antonia rides Clarissa NRW. Very experienced pony, this one. 13 years of age, this Westphalian mare. She's by Coronas. Dempsey here is Cayetano L. Antonia, who won the team gold medal with the German team at the Children's Europeans this year. And sadly, this misunderstanding here at the combination number 8. A, I think. Such a shame. Really, really unlucky after the second refusal. That means it is the elimination for Antonia Hessler and Clarissa NRW. Really sorry for them, as it simply wasn't their day. Glortile Cruise. We see next this Irish mare, 11 years of age, and her rider, this is Ireland's Ian Brennan. They finished 5th individually at Strigom this year at the Pony Europeans, and they were part of the gold-winning team. As they very cool come now down to this big line, the treble combination that caused problems for Antonia Hessler just earlier. Ian he carries forward his 4 penalties from the first round. Ireland with 4 in total. This really eye-catching blue and white wall, and then the blue and white oxer over the last line. 8 jumping penalties in total it is for Ian Brennan and Glortile Cruise. Ireland with a score of 4 at the moment. And already started. This is the next one for the Swedish team. Lovica Adenmark is underway with her 13-year-old gelding Killiga Clune I'll Hope. The pony with a really eye-catching color. The small and quick pony. Very hot-footed, this one. Really bold now into the treble combination. Turns super quick now. And sadly, oh, such a shame. Picks up another penalty. Jumps hugely over this plank and clears the last. 16 penalties in total, 73.37 the time for Lovica Adenmark and Killiga Clune I'll Hope. as we cross our fingers now for Belgium. And Laura Teiskens is the next one to jump. Belgium with 8 penalties after their first rider and 12 penalties from the first round. As Laura Teiskens clears the treble combination. She carries forward her 8 penalties from the first round, but there I see she was the discard score in the first round for the Belgians. Getting really strong now, her pony. Now in the last line, she tries to control the stride, and she does it beautifully. Laura Teiskens, her total 8 penalties, the time 76.57. Belgium on 12 penalties at the moment. So Laura jumps a clear round, but her 8 penalties from the first round are counting. So well done to her for this wonderful round. As we go to the Netherlands, ladies and gentlemen, in this FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final for ponies, it is the Springreiter.de prize. And on course, Renske van Middendorp with her Jolly, this lovely grey mare, 11 years of age. Renske and Jolly, who won the team silver medal at the Pony Europeans last year. That was in Stregom as well, in Poland. And this year, she competed in the children's division in Oliva at the Europeans and finished there in 32nd position. Sadly, 3 mistakes already brings her to a total score of 16 at the moment, as she carried forward her 4 penalties from the first round positively over this water tray. Really amazing to see again and again how these little ponies are tackling the course set by Louis Koenigs. As Renske van Middendorp comes home with 12 penalties. Total for the Netherlands at the moment, 24. The Netherlands with only 3 riders here in this class. So all 3 scores are counting, and therefore they don't have a discard score. We are delighted to welcome Luan Barrault, the next one to jump. She rides for France and presents us Ungaro of Courfany. This one, the 14-year-old gelding, he's by Poe. Damsai here is Lanza, as she sadly picks up this early penalty here at the Oxa. I think the front bar went. But now a great rhythm through the treble combination. as she now keeps this positive energy through this distance. 8AB and then 9. The Liverpool Oxer. And then directly onto the open water tray at 10. She's really fast now. Keeps the momentum as she comes down to the last fence. She crosses the line. 4 for jumping in the second round. Luan Bereau and Ungaro of Courfany. 8 penalties in total for the French team at the moment. This combination, ladies and gentlemen, they finished in 4th place with the team at the Pony Europeans in Stregom this year. They sadly missed a medal, as on course are now for Great Britain Tilly Bamford with Lapis Lazuli. This one a 12-year-old gelding. They had 2 time penalties after their first round. Clear jumping otherwise. And Tilly, she really caught my eye earlier this week. This very balanced rider. She's got those soft hands. You really can see that she's developing very, very well. Super. Through 8 A and B. And now she turns to this open water. Seems like this time she doesn't want to risk any time penalties, as she really is traveling forward. And jumps the last. A superb clear round. What a display from Tilly Bamford and Lapis Lazuli for the team of Great Britain. They are sitting on a total score of 6 at the moment. This wonderful chestnut, he is 13 years of age, a stallion. He's by Kansheber Cross Kantjes S. Ronaldo. Karim van Orchid Z is underway with his rider Franka Clementine Kröli for the German team. There was a clear round from the first competition on Thursday as she clears the treble now in style. Triple bar, I mean, now she's down through the treble as well. Tiny, very skinny rider she is. So talented. They finished 6th individually this year at the Pony Grand Prix of Fontainebleau. A great result for this young pair. Wow, and that was such an important round for the Germans, as they had their first pair eliminated, and Franka Clementine Kröli jumps a wonderful clear round with Karim van Orchid S. Her time 75.54. That means Germany still on 4 penalties at the moment. All our eyes are on Island as we go to Paddy repeat, and Paddy rides Valma de Fourgnard. This one, he's by Cantius Ronaldo Damsa. Here's Linaro. They have nothing on their card yet in terms of penalties from the first round. But as I say this, sadly, this mistake at the Oxa, last of the treble combination at 5C, goes. Paddy, he was part of the gold-winning team at the Pony Europeans this year. Delivers again. Sadly, this one fault. 4 for jumping it is. The time 75.61. So Ireland on 8 penalties as we stand at the moment. We go back to Sweden, ladies and gentlemen, in this FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final for ponies. It is a Springreiter DE prize, competition number 39, the big final for our pony riders here at the wonderful Pilbergen Equestrian Center. As we welcome Matilda Hansson with her Electra. They were part of the winning team at the Nations Cup of Lamprechtshausen in Austria this year. Electra, this mare, she's 10 years of age. Super professional through this treble combination. Well ridden from Matilda Hansson. So, 8 penalties are on her card now. From the first round. Can she stay clear? Sweden can stay on their 12 penalties at the moment, and they go into 3rd position. This combination, they were 7th in the Pony Grand Prix of Opglebik back in July this year. They have 4 penalties from their first round in their rucksack, as they now are making their way down to fence number 3. Easy Dome is out on course with Fleur du Fleury. This lovely mare, she is 11 years old. Beautiful chestnut. Shows a great technique here through the treble. Matilda Hansson clears the last fence, but sadly no. The Oxer goes at 13 before she crosses the finish line. So 8 jumping penalties after their first couple of rounds. The time 71.81. Belgium with 16 penalties at the moment into 6th position. Special Lady is the next pony to jump, and she really is a special lady, as she is already 20 years of age. But looks very, very fresh, and she can't wait to start with Eva Eden van Groensven in the saddle for the Netherlands. They won the Team Silver medal at the Pony Europeans last year, and this year the bronze medal with the Dutch team. One fence down in the first round on Thursday means 4 penalties are on her card at the moment. And she really means business. She travels down to this treble combination and she clears it. Fiery start. Flies over the next Oxer. And also very sharp at the vertical at 7. The Dutch team with only 3 riders here. She is the second one to jump. They're sitting on a total score of 16 at the moment. Eva Eden van Groensven jumps a wonderful clear round. 4 for jumping in total after their 2 rounds here. Well done to Special Lady and Eva Eden van Groensven for the Netherlands. Avant le Saut is the next one out on course. With a little great pony, All Best Durand Pré. All Best Durand Pré. She is 12 years of age. It is a mare, daughter of Linaro, cross Bel-Ami du Rouer. They won the Team Silver this year at the Pony Europeans. And they start their round with 4 penalties on their card. I'm really sad to see the loss of rhythm here in the treble combination. It got a bit wide in the end, so sadly her pony couldn't clear the Oxer. As the penalties sum up to 12 at the moment. Really deep here on this long line. But clears the vertical, but then sadly another one goes. And that is such a shame. This refusal here now at the wall or plank, or however you would like to call it. The time is running away now as well. So certainly, come on, no. The second refusal out on course, ladies and gentlemen. That sadly means the elimination for Avant le Saut and All Best du Rond-Près. We very much hope this will be the discard score for the French team. So they are therefore on 12 penalties and go into 5th position. Ten more to come, ladies and gentlemen, in this FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final for ponies. What a great stage it is here for our young riders at the wonderful Pilbergen Equestrian Center in the Netherlands. As the next one to jump is for the team of Great Britain. Harriet Hodge is about to start with her little Charlie. Little Charlie, one of the youngest ponies here in this field, with 8 years of age. They're here in their first international outing together. So a really big course for them here. As the course team has to replace a pole before we can restart. So Germany leads at the moment with a total score of 4. Sweden into second with 12. Now actually, I have to correct myself. They are not into second, but they are sitting on 12 penalties for sure. As away goes for Great Britain, our next competitor. Harriet Hodge is out on course with little Charlie. There was a discard score from the first competition on Thursday, and we wish them now the very best of luck in this big FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final for ponies. She seems to have found a great rhythm now over the first fences, as she is still clear. Comes slightly deep to the penultimate fence. Wonderful. She jumps a clear round. Well done to Great Britain and Harriet Hodge, and little Charlie that time 73.91. That means Great Britain sits on 6 penalties at the moment. And an important round now for the German team, as away goes Leonie Panda with her 9-year-old mare, the daughter of Peppermill. This is in Dimmel A on course. They finished 3rd at the Pony Grand Prix in Hagen this year. They start with 8 penalties into their second round now. And there you can see the confirmation for Great Britain with 6 penalties at the moment, as they had the discard score from their first rider, Nora von Bülow. But now our eyes are back on Germany, as Leonie Panda is still clear. They look like the perfect team together. Really fights here now. Her line down to this open water. And then collects the canter again. With this tricky line to the vertical. She comes clear to the last fence. So unlucky. As the back bar of the Oxer goes. She picks up 4 penalties in this round, plus 4 from her first round. Leonie Panda comes home in 79.48, but Germany still stays on a score of 4. Good luck to the Irish team as away goes James Brennan, who delivered a perfect clear round in the first competition, and he rides MHS Glow. This pair who won individual silver and team gold this year at the Pony European Championships. He finished 11th individually last year, so they are a really experienced championship combination for Ireland. Proper show jumper this is, this Irish mare. She's got a great attitude. Just calm but forward rhythm as they come down to the vertical before they turn onto their last line now. And yes, James Brennan jumps a double clear round, his time 74.8. Ireland means business. They go into third with 8 penalties as their team score at the moment. And another 20-year-old pony is the next one to jump. This is Ocean de S out on course. This gelding with Ellen Hammarström for Sweden in the saddle. Looks very, very fresh and motivated here over the first fences here out on course. They had 4 penalties in the first round, to my knowledge. Doesn't come up here in our graphic, but I'm pretty sure it was 4. As another one happens, and we have the total score of 8 at the moment. Really sits back here to hold the canter together towards this vertical. Well done, and she jumps this eye-catching wall. And the last, as she crosses the line. It is in total 16 penalties for the team of Sweden. The time for Ellen Hammarström, 78.24. We now go to Belgium, ladies and gentlemen. In the Springreiter.de prize this afternoon, the big Nations Cup Youth Final for Ponies is well underway. And it is a hot battle here, as we see now our next competitor. Robin Vermeer with her 16-year-old mare. This is Crystal Sparkle van Bergeveld. The Belgians, they had one clear round already today from Laura Teiskens. The team scores 16 at the moment. As Robin Vermeer picks up one penalty. She had 4 from her first round. A lovely pair they are. Come slightly deep to this penultimate fence, but then rides forward again. Beautifully solved this distance. 4 for jumping. That means Belgium finishes on a total score of 20. And they're going into 6th position. And it is 5 more to come as we welcome forward for the Netherlands. Jersey Kuipers is already out on course with La Falletta, the pair who won the team bronze medal in Stregom this year at the Pony European Championships. And La Falletta, this Holstein mare, she's 10 years of age by Lazino Dempsey. Here's Capital One. And they are carrying forward their 4 penalties into this last final round. Well done. Well ridden through this treble combination. Really tried very hard. Jumps very high in the air, but maybe the pony needs to jump a bit more forward as well, more fluently, to loosen its back a little bit. It is now better to my eye. Maybe La Falletta was impressed a bit by this course here. But now, in a great rhythm of the water tray and down to the vertical. And they are still clear. Coming down to the last fence. Yes, she jumps it. Happy faces in the Dutch team. Superb effort and a great display. Comes home clear. Jersey Kuipers and La Falletta. The Netherlands, they go into 7th position with a total of 24 penalties. But today they jumped two very beautiful rounds. Eva Eden van Groensven and Jersey Kuipers with both a clear round. Well done. away goes for the French team. The anchor rider, Nolan Valla, is underway with Daenerys Durlevant. This one, 9 years of age, this grey mare. Very fiery over the Yoxet 3. With 4 penalties on their card. And they're clearing this triple bar. And then they don't lose any time through this treble combination. Really bold riding here from Nolan Valla. The French team with a total score of 12. As Nola jumps the last and he delivers a perfect clear round for the French. Well done to him and his pony, Daenerys de Levant. So France stays on a score of 12. The third last to jump in the Springreiter.de prize, the FEI Nations Cup Youth Final for ponies. And we are delighted to welcome now Tabitha Kiley on course for Great Britain with Atomic du Barry, the Self-France gelding. He's 12 years of age. Tabitha with a clear jumping round from the opening class here on Thursday in this pony division. So at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, we have Great Britain on 6. Ireland on 8 and Germany on 9 penalties. Well, this looks like a wonderful round so far. It is fiery, but very much under control. Wow! A beautiful, beautiful round completed from Tabitha Kiley and Atomic du Barry. Congratulations to the British team as they finish on a total team score of 6 penalties. Well done! Julie Marie Kühner, the second last to jump with Del Piero, and they are underway for Germany. The Germans on 9 penalties already, so they are behind the team of Great Britain. Julie Marie Kühner with her stallion. He's 8 years of age only. They both became the German national champions this year. Sadly. So this long distance towards the triple bar. And one mistake it is. So she is sitting on a score of 4 at the moment. Del Piero II, he's by Dexter Leampondi. across the breeze my mobility. He's a wonderful, talented little stallion and really beautiful too. Stunning jumper. As they come down to the penultimate fence. Whoop. Jumps hugely over the last 4 penalties in this round. So Germany goes into 6th position with 13 penalties in total after their 4 riders. As our last competitor is underway here in this FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final for Ponies, Springreiter.de prize this afternoon. And we welcome in the double European champion at the Pony Europeans in Stregom this year. It is Ireland's James Devon underway, and James rides Rinkula Babok. This Irish-bred stallion, he's 11 years of age and the son of Louis Dam. Picks up 1 early penalty, +4 from his first round on Thursday. This wonderful shiny chestnut jumps easily over this water. And comes over the last one. Our last competitor is home with 4 jumping penalties. James Devon and Rinkula Babok. They completed an island with 12 after all of their 4 riders. They finish on a total team score of 12. So, ladies and gentlemen, therefore we can confirm that Great Britain takes the victory here in this great FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final. They finish on a team score of 6 penalties. Well done to the British team. France with 12 penalties in total, as well as Ireland and Belgium with 20. For Germany, it is 13 penalties, Sweden 24, and the Netherlands in total 24 as well. We will leave you now with the pictures here for the great prize giving that will come up in just a few moments. And I would be delighted to welcome you all back to our last class here, our last final that will take place here at the Pilbergen Equestrian Center. It will be the FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Final for Children coming up at 3:30. Until then, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.
Something burning inside you, oh, inside you.